face any consequences.
वाह भी वाह। अच्छा छापे लगाए जा रहे ने
30 calories. Let's try this out.
कैलोरीज काउंट करते हैं बाहरले से ही है।
Oh, good. And then a few of these chilies over here. I've got my bread. Let's get in there. Warm and steamy. When you mix it with the meat, even better. Very nice.
Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. So today we are gonna react a video in which we can see that one person is comparison मतलब कंपैरिजन कर रहा है। ये तो इंग्लिश मुक गई अपनी, ठीक है। अगे मैं हुण पंजाबी च गल करूंगा।
ओके ओके थैंक यू।
मतलब एक बंदा इत्थे कंपैरिजन कर रहा है इंडिया ते पाकिस्तान दा, जिथे कि किथे की बोलन दिया यार।
जल्दी बोल, कल सुबह पनवेल निकलना है।
स्ट्रीट फूड कित्थों दा ज़्यादा घैंट है, इंडिया दा कि पाकिस्तान दा। वीडियो इंग्लिश विच है पर आपां सारे रल मिल के कोशिश करांगे समझण दी, ठीक है। क्योंकि मैनूं पता मेरे अरगे भी कई होणगे, मतलब मेरे तो वधिया इंग्लिश समझण वाले भी होणगे ते कई मेरे अरगे भी होणगे। सो रल मिल के कोशिश करांगे पूरी। बाकी मैं तो तुहानूं पंजाबी च एक्सप्लेन करूँगा ही। सो देखते हैं अज दी जिहड़ी वीडियो है कि कित्थे ज़्यादा वधिया खाना मिलता है, इंडिया च के पाकिस्तान च। गलियां दा खाना आ जाओ, मतलब रेड़ियां दा खाना, रेड़ियां दा।
I'm going to focus on the contention around a couple of food items. I'm going to go to the capital in Pakistan and in India, and I'm going to compare two of the most popular dishes in each country, the nihari and the biryani. I'm going to see who does these dishes better. Both countries are going to claim they made it first or they made it better, but I want to see for myself. We're in Islamabad right now. We're heading to a restaurant that has the most insane hours I've ever seen. They open at 4:30 a.m. and they close at 9:30 a.m. By 9:30, if you want breakfast, it's too late. So nihari, stewed beef. People are waking up so early, or maybe
ਇਹ ਕੱਲੇ ਸਵੇਰੇ ਜਲਦੀ ਉੱਠਣ ਵਾਲੇ ਬੰਦਿਆਂ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਹੀ ਹੈ। ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਸਵੇਰੇ 4:30 ਖੋਲਿਆ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਤੇ 9:30 ਬੰਦ।
not going to sleep, but people love this dish. We're going to go to the restaurant right now to see what it's all about. Let's go. By the way, this city's beautiful.
This city is the urban version of Hunza. I mean, like, it's very peaceful.
Okay.
We are deep in Islamabad right now. We've come to an alleyway where there's
ਵਾਹ ਵੀ ਵਾਹ, ਫੋਰਨਰ ਆਏ ਹੈ ਇਸਲਾਮਾਬਾਦ ਵਿੱਚ ਤੇ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਉਹਨੇ ਖੰਭਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਤਾਰਾਂ ਦਾ ਜਾਲ ਦਿਖਾਇਆ। ਕੀ ਬਾਤ ਹੈ।
a lot of business and a lot of action. There's a ton of breakfast places. This is semolina pudding or halva. Over here we've got some fried bread. And then there's a few different nihari places. This is the original nihari place on this street, but over time this place adopted the same name. This place adopted the same name. This place
ਲਹੂ ਪੀਤਾ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਸੱਚੀ ਯਾਰ।
the same name, and this place over here took the same name. All they changed was little words or a comma, but they're all imitating the original. The fact that all these people could sprout up around him, essentially copy his content and not face any consequences.
ਵਾਹ ਵੀ ਵਾਹ। अच्छा छापे लगाए जा रहे हैं ते वो भी दूर दूर जाके नहीं, पास रह के नजदीकियां बढ़ाकर। वाह भी वाह।
I can't believe he hasn't gone ballistic. Imagine someone makes a best ever show review food and then they make money. I'd be pissed. So this guy is the original, and that's why we're going to him right now. So he just pulled out a huge beefy looking piece of beef. He drains out the broth and he puts it in his side bowl here. He breaks off some of the meat. I'm ordering triple meat because that meat looks delicious. He puts in the broth, and that broth is just like almost like an emulsion of fat. It looks fantastic. This is the ghee going in on top. Then he hits it with a little bit of ginger and some chilies on top, and that is ready to eat. Thank you very much. Shukriya. This is a heavy breakfast. It's very interesting to come to different countries and see what they like to eat early in the morning. Where I come from, it's usually eggs and toast or something on the sweet side. Take a look at this here. There's literally a pool on top of oil, big beef chunks inside, plus the broth underneath that. On this side, we have bread. The bread's still a little bit warm. I'm going to break the bread and dip that in. This is going to give me my first insight into the nihari. Oh, okay, there it is.
ਵਿਚਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਕੀ ਪਤਾ ਕਿ ਭਾਈ ਇਹੋ ਜਿਹੀਆਂ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਖਾਣ ਦਾ ਸਕੂਨ ਕਿੰਨਾ ਹੈ। ਮਤਲਬ ਨੌਨ ਵੈਜ ਨਹੀਂ, ਬਟ ਰੋਟੀ ਤੇ ਦਾਲ। ਮਤਲਬ ਇਹ ਉਹਨੇ ਦੱਸਿਆ ਨਾ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਤਾਂ ਬ੍ਰੈਡ ਆਮਲੇਟ ਖਾਂਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਤੇ ਹਲਕਾ ਫੁਲਕਾ ਪੋਹਾ ਖਾ ਕੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਪਰੇ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਹਾਂ। ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਆਹ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ, ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਬ੍ਰੈਡ ਨੂੰ ਇਹਦੇ 'ਚ ਡਿਪ ਕਰਨਾ ਤੇ ਆਹ ਕਰਨਾ ਹੈ। ਉਹ ਭਰਾਵਾ ਡਿਪ ਡੁਪ ਨਹੀਂ, ਇਹ ਤਾਂ ਸਾਡੀਆਂ ਰੋਟੀਆਂ ਹੈ।
It's covered in oil, super rich. Every drip is 10 calories. 10 calories, 20 calories, 30 calories. Let's try this out.
कैलोरीज काउंट करते हैं बाहरले से ही है।
So good, beefy, spicy. It's killing the back of my throat. That's why I need some of this lassi.
ਇਹਨੇ ਰੱਖੀਆਂ ਚਾਰ ਹੈ, ਮੈਨੂੰ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਇਹ ਬਾਈ ਤੋਂ ਖਾਧੀਆਂ ਜਾਣੀਆਂ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਇਹ ਹਲਕਾ ਫੁਲਕਾ ਖਾਣਾ ਗਿੱਜੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ, ਇਹਨਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਕਿੱਥੋਂ ਖਾ ਹੋਣਾ ਇਹ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ।
balance. That broth, it's like an emulsion of all these little bits that come off of the bones, the meat. It's created its own unique kind of thick, milky broth. From here, the meat. I love picking up the beef because it just breaks apart immediately like a Pakistani brisket. It's so tender, so soft. Before it gets to your mouth, it breaks apart in your hands. All right, nobody would ever get a piece this big, but I must. To me, this is the ideal bite right here. A little bit of ginger, a little bit of chili. Let's go for it. I love it. It tastes like a beef roast or like beef that's been in the
यार ये फूड वाले ना बंदे एंजॉय करके खाते हैं पूरे ना
pot for a good 10 hours until it's become really nice and soft. Some of the fats have leaked out obviously into the broth here, and so it creates this wonderful combination of meat surrounded by even more flavor. I love it. This is one hell of a breakfast. So that is Pakistani nihari. From here, I'm going to New Delhi in India to try their version and see how it stacks up.
चलो
Welcome
सीसगंज गुरुद्वारा साहब
to India. Welcome to Delhi. So we have had the nihari in Islamabad, in Pakistan, and now it is time to have the nihari here. I'm on a bicycle rickshaw, and we're headed to the best place in Delhi to get nihari. Let's do this.
ਇਹ ਬੰਦਾ ਤਾਰਾਂ ਦਾ ਜਾਲ ਦਿਖਾਉਣਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਭੁੱਲਦਾ ਬੜਾ ਹੀ ਪਿਆਰ ਹੈ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਨਾ ਇੰਡੀਆ ਪਾਕਿਸਤਾਨ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਪਹਿਲੀ ਰੀਆ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਦੇਖੀਏ ਭਰਾਵਾ ਇਹ ਸਾਡੇ ਕਾਮਨ ਹੈ ਆਮ ਆ ਸਾਡੇ ਇਹ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ
Welcome to Delhi's most intense, noisy, stressful intersection. So just down the street a little bit, we're going to be trying the Indian version of nihari. It is so loud, so noisy, so chaotic. I cannot wait to get out of here. Let's go this way. The streets are all a mixture of cars, rickshaws, people. Hi, hello. You need to watch your back when you're
अबे वीडियो बनाने दो भाई कौन है वो नहीं हटते देख लो वीडियो बनाते बनाते मैं 2 कस्टमर केयर तो कॉलां आ गई
here so you don't get run over because it can happen and I've seen it happen. Our first restaurant, Al Jawahar, and here you can see they have these big beautiful pots, this mutton and different types of nihari that have been cooking for hours and hours. We're about to see them dish it up and try it out. If you're gonna get nihari anywhere in this city, this is it right here. We have got the mutton going on here. I've asked for triple meat just like I did in Pakistan. He is smothering it with this gravy. That looks incredible. Here, the most obvious difference between the two places is that this is mutton and I had beef in Pakistan. You're not going to find beef here. If you have something that someone does call beef, it's probably buffalo. Otherwise, the only other difference I see is with the bread. This bread is gorgeous. Look how bubbly and soft it is. Let's walk through it. It is certainly not missing.
ਅੱਛਾ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਉਧਰਲੀਆਂ ਰੋਟੀਆਂ ਸੀ ਨਾ ਉਹ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਵਧੀਆ ਬਣੀਆਂ ਸੀ ਪਾਕਿਸਤਾਨ ਵਾਲੀਆਂ ਦੇਖਣ ਚ ਮਤਲਬ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਵਧੀਆ ਲੱਗਣ ਡੀਆਂ ਸੀ ਬਾਕੀ ਟੇਸਟ ਤਾਂ ਹੁਣ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਭਰਾਵਾ
Any type of fattiness. That is the broth, the gravy, but there is like an oil slick still on top. I'm gonna put a little bit of these sides on here, hit it with a little bit of lime, get a little bit of ginger, and then a few of these chilies over here. I've got my bread. Let's get in there. Oh, it's so spicy. But I like it. I'm sweating, man. Last time I woke up at 5 a.m. in Pakistan to try this. Right now it's midday. So here, evidently, it's not just for breakfast. It is for all times of the day. It is extremely rich. It has a very curry-like flavor with tons and tons of spices. Like if you could take the energy in that street outside, put it into a bite and put it into your mouth, that is what just happened. I taste motorbikes honking, people pushing me out of the way, heat, sweat, colors, everything. So that is just a broth. But here, this is the meat. Big, beautiful chunks of mutton. I'm gonna grab it with the bread. Oh, breaks apart so easily. It has been cooked slow and low with love and spices. Tender and moist. The way they've cooked it, it's still pretty juicy and fatty inside, which is something I love to see. I cannot believe how spicy it is. Wow. You gotta cool it down with some onions. It's a tough competition, but I gotta say, between Pakistan and India, I like this nihari more. Sorry guys, or you're welcome. I don't know who's watching. Anyways, I'm gonna go back to Islamabad and I'm gonna try one more classic, biryani. We're gonna see who makes a better biryani between Islamabad and Delhi. Let's go back. And we're back from India and back in Pakistan in Islamabad where we're gonna go to this restaurant. This place is called Tandoori Junction and they have some epic biryani. Now, is this the best biryani in all of Pakistan? Probably not. But it's a good place in the capital. Here they have multiple selections. They've got beef, they've got prawns, they've got chicken. All of it in a nice clay pot full of just, what would you say? Flavorful, sparkling, rainbow-filled biryani. It's gonna be ridiculous. Let's go. So we're getting two different kinds of biryani today. This is with the seek kebab going inside right now. They've just heated it up. From here, they're gonna heat it another 5 minutes. When it's ready to go, they're gonna bring it to the table. Guys, it's biryani time. Right here, we have two different types. We have chicken, kind of a classic that you're gonna find in many different countries because everybody eats chicken. People have different rules about beef and pork, but we can all agree that chicken should die. Over here, the seek kebab. I'm gonna break off some of this meat. First bite of biryani in Pakistan. Let's go for it. That's really good. The kebab, awesome. Spicy, juicy. Look, there's a cat. See what the cat thinks? Oh, the cat just wants affection. Oh, there we go. Can I be honest with you? No less than 10 minutes ago, that cat walked by with a mouse in its mouth. But it turns out it also likes a little bit of seek kebab. This is what matters right here, the rice. How does this rice taste? Gently spiced, not like a crazy amount of flavor. Warm and steamy. When you mix it with the meat, even better. Very nice. Here, this is the chicken. Same rice, but this chicken has been actually cooked inside the biryani and it's absorbed all the same flavors. Oh my God, you're back. This cat loves Pakistani food. That's right. It's meowing for more food. All right, I'll give you this bone in a second. So right here, a moment of truth. The chicken from the chicken biryani. Let's go for it. Super soft, tender, fall off the bone, juicy. Dare I say, succulent. It's absorbed all the seasonings that are in that rice and it's projected some of its own flavor onto the rice as well. That's
ਬੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਸਾਰਾ ਨੌਨ ਵੈਜ ਹੀ ਟਰਾਈ ਕੀਤਾ, ਕੋਈ ਹੋਰ ਚੀਜ਼ ਨਹੀਂ ਟਰਾਈ ਕੀਤੀ.
Very nice. Hey cat. Oh, it likes it. So that is two different biryanis, same rice base, I believe, all made in a clay pot. Now, is all biryani in Pakistan like this? No. I just went to one place that happens to be in the capital, Islamabad. But this is going to be our representation for Pakistan. In a moment, I'm going to go to India and see how they do. And we are back from Pakistan. Once again, deep in the alleyways of Old Delhi. Here, this restaurant behind me serving two types of biryani and something I wasn't expecting. They have the chicken, but they also have buffalo. So they call it beef, but it's buffalo beef and not cow or ox beef. This isn't something you would regularly see in most parts of India, especially among the Hindu community. But because this is more the predominantly Muslim community by the mosque or in this whole area, it's good to go. This is a beautiful creation. I see oil on the bottom. I see this long basmati rice and then just big old chunks of buffalo strewn about inside. Could I please get one plate? We've got the plate here. He tosses on just a gigantic portion. Okay, good. Thank you very much. This portion alone is ridiculous. It's enough to feed a whole family. Look how much meat is on here. And then you can see the different colors of the basmati rice. There's white and orange and everything in between. It's greasy, heavy, and delicious looking. I'm gonna try out just the rice. Here we go. Beautifully spiced. It's a little bit spicy. I can taste it up through
ਮੈਨੂੰ ਐਂ ਕਿਉਂ ਲੱਗ ਰਿਹਾ ਕਿ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਫਿਰ ਇੰਡੀਆ ਵਾਲਾ ਹੀ ਪਸੰਦ ਆਉਣਾ.
my nose. It's soft, but it's not mushy. It's steamed perfectly and oily at the same time. Let's dig into this meat right here. We have all these big chunks of buffalo meat. Oh my God, it's like kissing your first love or your high school crush. The meat there is no joke, almost like caked with seasoning, but then so soft and tender when you chew on it. The part that makes me sad is every time I want to come back here to get this, I need to come all the way here, get a bicycle rickshaw, and then hike about half a mile. The best part, beyond the flavor, is the price. This is about a pound of rice and meat. It's about $2. That is a huge win. But there's still one more to try. I'm gonna try out that chicken and then make my final verdict. Putting on the rice, the chicken. If you look deep inside, you can see all of these beautiful oils just soaking up the rice, keeping it hydrated. There's bones, super soft meat, rice, and plenty of sauce on there. Greasy, oily, giant long strands of rice. So this is all chicken meat right here. Chicken is tender, it's well seasoned, a little bit less spicy, and just quite delicious. After having this in Old Delhi, I believe this is better than the version that I did have in Pakistan. To be fair, to folks in Pakistan, I know that is not the proper representation for biryani in Pakistan. So in the future, I'm going to have to go back there. I'm going to go to Karachi and I'm going to try biryani there the way it's meant to be had. But considering we went to 2 cities, 2 capitals, and 2 countries, this is tough to beat. Really super delicious. Guys, that is the video. A little...
Okay. So ਮਿੱਤਰੋ ਅਸੀਂ ਗਿਆ ਦੀ ਇੱਕ ਵੀਡੀਓ ਜਿਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਇਹ ਬੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਦੋਨਾਂ ਕੰਟਰੀਜ਼ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਦੋਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਫੂਡ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਟਰਾਈ ਕੀਤੇ ਬਟ ਮੇਰੀ ਓਪੀਨੀਅਨ ਜੇਕਰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਲੈਣਾ ਚਾਹੋ ਤਾਂ ਮੈਂ ਤਾਂ ਇਹੀ ਕਹੂੰਗਾ ਕਿ ਯਾਰ ਇੱਕ ਬੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਇਹ ਵੀਡੀਓ ਵਿੱਚ ਤਾਂ ਚਲੋ ਆਪਾਂ 10 ਮਿੰਟ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀਡੀਓ ਦੇਖ ਲਈ ਬਟ ਬੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਸੇਮ ਡੇ ਤਾਂ ਟਰੈਵਲ ਕੀਤਾ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋਣਾ ਚਾਹੇ ਸੇਮ ਡੇ ਵੀ ਕੀਤਾ ਹੋਵੇ ਠੀਕ ਹੈ ਫਿਰ ਵੀ ਵਿੱਚ 4-5 ਘੰਟੇ ਦਾ 6 ਘੰਟੇ ਦਾ ਗੈਪ ਤਾਂ ਹੋਏਗਾ ਹੀ ਇੰਨਾ ਕੁ ਤਾਂ ਹਨਾ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਇੰਨਾ ਈਜ਼ੀ ਤਾਂ ਹੈ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਸਲਾਮਾਬਾਦ ਤੋਂ ਦਿੱਲੀ ਪਹੁੰਚ ਗਏ 2-3 ਘੰਟਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਤੇ ਖਾਣ ਪੀਣ ਵੀ ਲੱਗ ਗਏ ਹਨਾ ਮਤਲਬ ਬੰਦੇ ਨੂੰ ਟੇਸਟ ਯਾਦ ਰਹਿ ਗਿਆ ਹੋਊਗਾ ਕਿ ਪਾਕਿਸਤਾਨ ਦਾ ਟੇਸਟ ਕੀ ਸੀਗਾ ਤੇ ਇੱਧਰਲਾ ਟੇਸਟ ਕੀ ਸੀਗਾ, ਵੀ ਕਿਹੜਾ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਵਧੀਆ। ਕੰਪੈਰੀਜ਼ਨ ਤਾਂ ਹੀ ਹੋਏਗਾ ਨਾ ਜੇ ਦੋਨੋਂ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਟੇਬਲ ਤੇ ਪਏ ਹੋਣਗੇ ਸਾਹਮਣੇ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇੱਕ ਵਾਰੀ ਉਹ ਖਾਦਾ ਇੱਕ ਵਾਰੀ ਉਹ ਖਾਦਾ। ਆਈ ਥਿੰਕ ਦੈਟ ਇਜ਼ ਦਾ ਰੀਅਲ ਕੰਪੈਰੀਜ਼ਨ, ਠੀਕ ਹੈ। ਬਟ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਚੀਜ਼ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਐਂਡ ਤੇ ਖਾਓਗੇ ਮੇਰੇ ਖਿਆਲ ਉਹ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਲਜ਼ੀਜ਼ ਲੱਗੂਗੀ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਪਿਛਲਾ ਟੇਸਟ ਤਾਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਯਾਦ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋਏਗਾ। ਐਨੀਵੇਜ਼ ਇਹ ਸੀ ਅੱਜ ਦੀ ਇੱਕ ਵੀਡੀਓ। ਬਾਕੀ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਕੀ ਮੰਨਣਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਕਮੈਂਟ ਕਰਕੇ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਦੱਸਿਓ। ਤੇ ਬਾਕੀ ਯਾਰ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਬੰਦਾ ਜਿਸ ਦੇਸ਼ 'ਚ ਰਹਿੰਦਾ ਹੈ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਉਸ ਦੇਸ਼ ਦਾ ਖਾਣਾ ਪਸੰਦ ਆਉਂਦਾ ਹੈ। ਪਰ ਮੇਰਾ ਮੰਨਣਾ, ਸ਼ਾਇਦ ਮੇਰਾ ਵੀ ਕਿਤੇ ਨਾ ਕਿਤੇ ਮੰਨਣਾ ਇਹ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਸਪਾਈਸੀ ਫੂਡ ਜੇਕਰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਦੇਖੋ ਨਾ ਤਾਂ ਸ਼ਾਇਦ ਉਹ ਇੰਡੀਆ 'ਚ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ, ਪਾਕਿਸਤਾਨ 'ਚ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਸਪਾਈਸੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਖਾਧਾ ਜਾਂਦਾ, ਸ਼ਾਇਦ ਇੰਡੀਆ 'ਚ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਖਾਂਦੇ, ਇੰਡੀਆ 'ਚ ਬਹੁਤ ਸਪਾਈਸੀ ਖਾਂਦੇ, ਠੀਕ ਹੈ। ਤੇ ਬਾਕੀ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਕੀ ਮੰਨਣਾ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਥੱਲੇ ਕਮੈਂਟ ਕਰਕੇ ਦੱਸ ਦਿਓ। ਐਂਡ ਜਾਣ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਮੇਕ ਸ਼ੋਰ ਯੂ ਹਿਟ दैट सब्सक्राइब।
अल्लाह हाफिज़। मेरे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर शेयर कर जरूर करना भूल।